There's a lot of scribes out here. What do I mean by scribes? A lot of educators. And I'm not talking about, there's nothing wrong with educators in itself. But I'm talking about the ones that don't know God, the ones that always question everything about God. You know, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about a scribe and when I say educate. God has educated people who know him and who believe in him. So I'm not against education when I say that. Neither was Jesus against education when he said it, but he's referring to somebody who's always questioning everything God does because of their philosophy. And, you know, Paul's talking to his ministers. He was talking about the callings of God. He said, that's why not many of you who were of noble and considered to be wise of this age, God doesn't call many of those. He does it on purpose. He reaches and gets people, you know, that are not necessarily always so educated to carry the gospel. Why? Because he has a point to prove. His point is my weakness is stronger than man. In other words, it has nothing to do with what you know naturally. It has to do with what I reveal to you by the Spirit of God. That's why, if you're not careful, you've heard me say this before. If you're called to ministry, don't go to school for ministry unless God really, really tells you to do that. Because if you do, you're going to be confused. He's giving you the stumbling block. All you have to do is confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that God has raised Jesus from the dead. That's been the stumbling block. Can it be that simple? I mean, you know, could God himself come to us and live on the inside of us just because I confess and believe? Yes, it's that simple. That's the reason why the Jews always wanted to stone Paul. Paul said, I can't even deal because y'all, I ain't gonna bow down to all this stuff that you guys want to do. You want to get the Gentiles to do all of this stuff. They don't have to do it. All they need to do is confess with their mouth and believe in their heart.